Hi and welcome back to Celebrity Goddess Oracle. So today we're going to do a reading for Ariana Grande. So as you know, I like to use the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. So, okay, straight out of the pack. Right, so let's focus on the energy surrounding Ariana Grande and see what's going on with her at the moment. Okay. Now, on Instagram, I think she's just come out with her 1 year anniversary for her album Thank You Next. She's had a really hard time actually, Ariana Grande, hasn't she? Things have not been easy for her at all. I guess it sort of really started back in 2017 with the Manchester bombing, which was just unbelievably sad. I mean, so many people lost their lives and so many people were injured. Unbelievable. Okay, right. So we're going to look at one more card for this. So I guess we're all waiting for what she's going to do next. She's had a bit of a checkered past, sort of like with her love life as well. It hasn't all been smooth sailing there either, has it? She dated Mac Miller and, oh wow, okay, too many. And he overdosed, sadly, in 2018. So she had a, difficult year in 2017. I'm gonna go with this card actually. 2017, and then she, Mac Miller, he passed away in 2018, and she moved on and she was engaged to Pete Davidson, but unfortunately that didn't work out either. So I don't know actually if she's dating anybody at the moment. Maybe if you're a fan, you've got some gossip, maybe you can put it down in the comments and let us know. Okay, right. Really, I'm gonna go like this actually. I'm gonna connect these two here. Right. Interesting. So where are we going to go with this? You know what? I think we're actually going to get a different clarifier. We're going to pull a different deck actually. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with the Archangel Michael deck actually. I've used this in previous readings. So let's just connect in, and see what's going on with Ariana Grande actually. What's going on around her. Let's have a look. So we want one more card for here actually, I think. Let's have a look. I'm just going to pull a couple of cards with this. Clarifiers. Let's see what comes out. And then we can dive right in and have a look at what's going on around her at the moment. One card. Okay. Wow, okay. Right, believe and trust. And one more. I feel that we're here actually, so let's have a look. Okay, straight out the deck. Okay. Right, perfect. Right. As I connect in with the energy around her, I feel it's kind of a strange energy actually. It's how do I put it? It's kind of, it's this sadness around this, but it's almost like melancholy, and what I mean by that's a really old-fashioned word, isn't it? Melancholy. So what I mean by that, it's sort of like it's a general kind of feeling of not being up or not being down, just things being a bit blah. There you go. That's what melancholy means. It means things are just a bit blah. And as I connect in with her, I'm definitely, this is definitely what I'm seeing. The cycles and rhythms here and the arts. I feel like, she's, like I said, she completed that album recently, Thank You Next, and it's been a year. And I think there's a lot of sort of talk about, what is she going to do next with her career? What is she going to do next with her career? But, I feel with this that this sort of discussion's going on in the background. So this is where this fairness comes in. you know, I feel like there's something to do with a contract or something to do with her management. I'm not really sure. I don't really follow that side of things, so I'm not really sure what that is precisely. But, you know, she's at this sort of, she's completed this sort of, she's just not in a hurry, actually. This is the feeling that I get here. She's just not in a hurry. She's taking her time, actually. She's taking her time to actually connect in with actually what she wants. I'm going to pull one more card for this and just see if we're on the right track with this. Okay, 2 more come out, right? Yeah, okay. That's definitely the track that we're on. Okay, so there is actually, that's what I feel. So there's this feeling of being a bit blah, not knowing where you're going. It's not that she doesn't know where she's going. It's just like she feels slightly unsure in terms of like, she knows she hasn't got all the feels. She's not feeling it in the way that, you know, she has before, you know, in the way that she has before. But, you know, there is this sort of need to sort of connect back into sort of like herself, actually, to sort of get these feelings, back, if that makes sense. I feel because she's been through so much, you know, so much in the last few years, it's almost like a form of, the way that I feel it here is it's like a form of self-protection. And she's almost sort of disconnected slightly, because this has been the way that she's actually coped. She's actually coped with all the things that have sort of like gone on in and around her life on a personal level. But, you know, this is where, you know, this fairness, this self-respect card, the sensitivity, there's definitely sort of, and admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. There is definitely a situation going on in relation to her career here and her management. This is where I feel that it lies. I'm not sure if it's her management or it's to do with artistic direction or the contract, or I'm not sure if she's up for renewal. I've actually no idea. Maybe if you're a fan, you will know, and you can leave a comment below. But there's definitely this feeling around her. And the bodies of water here. So this is, I wasn't sure a moment ago actually where exactly this fitted in, but you know, sometimes this means literally going out into nature and connecting with water. But this is almost like a feeling of drowning, you know, not physically drowning, but of being sort of, I'm going to say not drowning, I'm going to say swamped, you know, overwhelmed. The people connection with this kind of change, you know, this kind of change, want to sort of, there's an energy of dominating, actually, her being dominated, I feel here that, you know, there's this cycle, she's shifting in terms of her maturity and her self-realization. And that's where this self-respect card comes in for her, you know. You know, this is so part of this, it says, please guide me to do the same and grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. And that's, you know, that's the thing. This is about courage, is to speak up, you know, on her own behalf, and to be honest with herself, you know, to be honest with herself in order to actually get to this point of actually speaking up for herself and to demand this fairness. You know, there's this feeling that, you know, like I say, this is trying to sort of swamp her in relation to her career, but, you know, she wants to change things. And this is why there's a bit of time between what she's just recently completed and where she's going. But, you know, here's the outcome here that we've got here. There's a really good outcome for her in this. You know, she has to, you know, this is once she believes and trusts in what she's doing, and, you know, this is a serious matter. You know, obviously her career to her is a serious matter, but, you know, we've got the sense of humor card here. It's like, how do I put it? It's like, it's a form of, this is serious, but she doesn't need to take herself too seriously, if that makes sense. She, you know, this is a woman here, and she's coming into herself as a woman. She can bring about whatever she puts her mind to. And this is where she's going to step into. She's not actually in this energy yet, but this is where she's actually this is where she's going to develop into. She's going to develop into this ability to make whatever she wants to come about, you know. But in order to do that, she needs to believe and she needs to trust in herself. She needs to you know, obviously be serious about what she does, but not take herself too seriously. And the outcome of this is that, you know, she will get what she wants. She will definitely get what she wants. You know, she'll definitely get what she wants. You know, moving on from this, right? So we've got cycles and rhythms here. The past life card can literally mean karma, but here, you know, it's connected, sort of like this is the beginning of the cycle in this reading, and this is the end of the cycle. You know, once she starts the cycle, this is the journey. And by the time she gets to this, you know, the end of this cycle and what we've been talking about, okay, in this journey in self-respect and believing in herself, and manifesting things for herself, she's going to step into this, her own, you know, inner goddess energy. You know, she's going to really step into herself as a person. And this is when she's going to actually, you know, step into her true abundance and her true prosperity. This does, for this reading, actually connect to money as well. But sometimes it's money, sometimes it's something else, and sometimes it's a mixture of a number of things. So here it does mean money, but it also means her prosperity, you know, is stepping into her own strength, you know, her own strength, and growing into the next stage of being a woman, you know, of being self-realized, and of holding that power. And this is bringing this cycle, you know, this is completing this cycle and this journey for her. So I see really good things for her. There is going to be sort of like this journey of self-realization, actually. Self-realization. I mean, I don't see anything specifically in connection with love, but this will, you know, this will actually manifest also in her love life, you know, in her love life. There's so many, you know, the end of the cycle is connected to, like I say, you know, she's been through so many challenges, Ariana, you know, really she has. But I see good things for her. I really see good things for her, and she's going to step up and she's going to step into herself, and you know, we're going to see, you know, things are not going to, how do I put it? Like I feel her art, you know, her work is going to evolve, but I don't feel it's going to dramatically change, if that makes sense. We're just going to see a greater depth in what she does. That's the feeling I get with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect into her totem animal energy spirit. So we're going to use the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck by Kim Cran's amazingly beautiful artwork. So let's just connect in with her energy and see, oh, okay, what else comes out? Right, okay, Stingray, lovely. And two more. Okay, crocodile. I'm not surprised that's there. One more card. This is a woman. Oh wow, two actually. We're going to go for two, right? Two. Peacock and hummingbird. Okay, that's really, really interesting. Really interesting. So, right, let's have a look at this. Let's dive in. So, you know, the stingray. We're going to start with this stingray here. The interesting thing about the stingray, you know, we can see here the chakras. So this is about, you know, developing alignment and coming into yourself, and, you know, developing a sense of self-confidence. And this is where Ariana's at. You know, this is her stepping. This is like what we've talked about, this self-respect and this stepping into this energy for her. You know, we're going to see, you know, she's really going to, you know, develop that as a journey for her. You know, it's a journey for her. She wants to do this. She wants to, you know, she wants to create this alignment. And this is the overall energy. This is where she's actually going to get to. So this is where she's going to get to at the end of this cycle. You know, the crocodile energy is an interesting one. You know, this is about turning inward. This is about stepping backward. This is about sort of like this cycle and rhythm. It's taking the time to really connect, you know, to really connect with what she wants and where she's going. And sort of like being intentional about it, you know, really learning sort of like from her past experiences, so she can create this sort of stepping into this self-respect, so she can sort of get to this outcome here for her. You know, she's really, this is a girl, this is a woman that is going to really, you know, step into the next stage that she moves into. She's going to really step into her power. This is Ariana's got a huge amount of compassion. She's a very compassionate, she's a very compassionate person. She really cares. This is not just something that is, this is not sort of just an empty sort of way with her. She really is a caring and compassionate person. She really is. But this is also a card of self-realization. Going back to the stingray, the peacock is a card of self-realization and her stepping into this inner goddess and her own power, and this being her prosperity. So this, like we said before, does actually touch on money in her reading, but more importantly, it's about the prosperity and the growth of coming into yourself. And the hummingbird, the hummingbird is equally beautiful. The hummingbird is about speaking up. But not just speaking up, but also, how do I put it? Like a feeling of stepping up. It's not that she's not stepped up in terms of everything that she's done, but she's somebody that is in some ways, she's held back a little bit, yeah? There's this feeling of sort of like holding back a little bit. And this, sometimes depending on the context of the reading, this is somebody that is being too pushy, but in this case, this is about her, stepping up and being a little bit more, pushy is the wrong word, but sort of being a bit more vocal, being a bit more vocal. And with that, I get this feeling of a strong feeling of, balance. Well, that makes sense actually, because we're going to have this balance. It's going to come back into this alignment with this chakra here, this chakra energy, as she steps into herself. And yeah, I mean, this is a journey, an inner journey that's really going to start to show, on the outer. The crocodile energy here also comes, into this reading, this part of the reading that we were talking about, where there is this energy of being swamped, and somebody, I feel it's like in connection with her professional life, trying to sort of overwhelm her and take advantage slightly. So, with this energy, this connects into that also. But with this work and with this journey, they're not going to succeed. They're not going to succeed. This is a woman who is really going to start to step into herself. And as she does that, wow, we're going to see so many, we're going to see her just sort of blossom into herself, actually. It's going to be really amazing. So I can't wait for the next stage of what she does. It's going to be really interesting. So I'm going to pull one card from the Universe Has Your Back deck. I've used this before. It's by Gabrielle Bernstein. So we're just going to pull one card for this and just see what comes out, actually, what guidance there is for Ariana overall from this deck. Wow, okay. Okay, when I am connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. And that's, that's right. This comes back to sort of her connecting with herself and stepping out of this, joyful presence. About stepping out of this sort of energy of, like we've said before here when we started the reading, blah. This feeling of being blah, and stepping, from this feeling of, I'm feeling a bit, I'm not feeling it, I'm feeling a bit blah, into feeling, the joy of life and the joy of connection, and sort of getting to that point with what she's doing. So really interesting times ahead for Ariana Grande. I can't wait to see what she does next. Thank you for watching. I hope you like that. If you'd like to like, share and subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing and so much appreciated. I do personal readings. If you would like to reach out and connect with me, if that would be of any interest to you, that would be also much appreciated. In the meantime, I'm sending you all my love. Make sure you look after yourselves, make sure you look after each other. And until the next time, thanks for watching Celebrity Goddess Oracle.